Hey guys, and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the functional trainer overhead tricep extension. We're going to be using the V-bar. This adjustment with your grip is great, especially if you have wrist problems. This is going to be the most comfortable position. So the first thing you're going to want to do is set up your height of the cable to around lower back level. That way you get a good stretch at the bottom, and your rotation lever, you want to make sure that you set that at 1. That way you're not in the middle of the gym, in the middle of the gym floor. And then you also want to choose the appropriate weight. So I recommend you start off light and start to increase the weight every other week. So start off with 20 repetitions and then increase the weight every other week or so. Once you're in position, take a slight step forward and then keep your elbows up, as in elbows pointing the ceiling, elbows together as close as you can get them, and make sure that you're going into a full stretch at the bottom, full extension at the top. But before we continue, a word from today's video sponsor.
Me, I'm today's video sponsor, and if you'd like help losing fat or gaining muscle, there are a few ways I can help you down below. Either set up a free consultation with us, purchase through one of our free affiliate links, or purchase one of our instant access affordable training programs. Can't wait to be of service to you. Now let's get back to the rest of the video.
And the next thing I want you guys to think about is making sure that you're keeping those abs tight, those glutes tight, and that you're keeping your elbows back with your chin tucked. So all these things are key when it comes to doing this exercise correctly, because if not, you're going to start feeling this a lot in your wrist and your elbows and your lower back. If you're excessively arching your lower back, or if you're bending forward as you do it, you're going to be able to do more weight, obviously, if you're bending forward, but that's not the point here. What we want to do is keep tension on the muscle. What's the safest way to keep tension is to stay upright. That way you don't injure your lower back. Your lower back shouldn't really feel much in your lower back with this specific variation. Another thing I want you guys to make sure you're maintaining is a good tempo. You don't want to be using momentum when you're doing this exercise, or any exercise for the most part. You want to make sure that you're in control of the weight during the entire set. So make sure that you do it nice and slow. I'm not saying do like a 20-second negative or something like that. There's a time and place for that, but if people would just do the basic stuff, you'd be absolutely surprised with the results that you would get. My program, for example, hasn't really changed in the last 5 or 6 years. I've been doing basically the exact same program and getting incredible results with it. So just keep in mind, and I haven't been injured, by the way. So I've been training for like 6-7 years at the time of this video, never been injured, and I'm always pushing myself. I'm just making sure that I'm doing everything as safe as possible, because your goal should be to train for a long period of time instead of just, get results and then just stop. That's obviously not the point. Last thing I want to kind of touch on is making sure that you're keeping yourself upright. So you have to keep your core tight, you have to keep your glutes tight. If not, then you're going to start swaying back and forth, and that obviously defeats the purpose of the exercise. You're going to start feeling it in different areas. Also make sure that you're going to a full stretch at the bottom and full extension at the top. Lock your elbows at the top, but don't pause. Just keep the weight moving. Here's some common mistakes: keeping your elbows out. You don't want them out. You want them together and back. And you also want to make sure that you're not doing half reps like this. Make sure you come into a full extension at the top and full stretch at the bottom.